You decide that you're going to hook up with a woman. She comes in, and she's already uglier than a mud fence, right? And then, as you start to engage, you find out, hey, this dudette is a dude, and look what he really looks like.
I actually thought this story was not real.
We arrested 255 people in 9 days. 141 Johns, 93 prostitutes, 10 others that drove for proceeds and etc. We had people come from 12 different states to be arrested in Polk County, Florida. Obviously, they must live under a rock, but now they live in the county jail.
Wow.
They also came from Puerto Rico. We arrested a huge number of child predators, 11.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, this is so gross. Just gross. But that being said, I wanted this to be funny, but then I just realized, oh my God, I just opened with that. Like, that's not funny. That is actually disgusting and gross. But this sheriff, they got a new sheriff in town, and this dude is going to destroy. He's been doing all these busts. He just did like a big fentanyl bust. He did this like bust of this sex trafficking ring, and but the reason I want to bring this one to you today is I actually thought this was a fake thing. But before I get into it, thanks again for liking, subscribing, joining my channel. It means a lot to me. Seriously, I can't do this without you. I'm pretty sure you all know that. So with that, I want to get into this part because this is the part that actually caught my eye.
How about Jason Bathis from 43 from Davenport? This is our human trafficking and prostitution, folks. He's charged with offering to commit. This is this Jason Bathis, okay? When he walks in, you think, well, I have set up a deal with an ugly woman. And I think you would all agree that this guy's an ugly woman, right? This is what you really get when the makeup comes off. This is Jason Bathis. Now I want you to think about this a minute, okay? You decide that you're going to hook up with a woman. She comes in, and she's already uglier than a mud fence, right? And then, as you start to engage, you find out, hey, this dudette is a dude, and look what he really looks like. Yeah, he looks like he should have been in a Scarface movie someplace. I don't know. This is what's happening. People think they're getting this, and many times they're getting a really bad guy.
Wow.
So this is the before and after, When you find them in the bar at night, you try to drink them pretty, and you wake up the next morning and you see this. Yeah, that's what we call Rolex ugly. Rolex ugly is you wake up the next morning and they're laying on your arm and your Rolex is there, and you just chew your arm off and leave the Rolex. You just got to get out of there.
My God.
You don't care about the Rolex.
Oh my God.
But that's the kind of people we're going to talk about today.
Okay, look. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Seriously, you guys. Don't get mad at me. Seriously. This is a sex trafficking ring, okay? Gloves off on this one. Bare knuckles. Like, sorry, but I'm going to tell you, man. This is the stuff that has opened the disingenuous transgender community opened the door for this. Now, this stuff has existed forever. People have cross-dressed and pretend that they're women to get into spaces. But you and I both know these predators are now dressing. That's a person who's in this trafficking ring, okay? that sheriff just said everything we all want to say when we see these gross men pretending to be women. They're not trans. This is not trans. But guess what happens? These people get connected to trans because now we have them literally out there dressing like a woman because they can dress like a woman even though they don't look like a woman. That was the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. And the sheriff just wrecked it so hard. I don't know if you saw the dude in the back, but his face is genius. The one sheriff or whatever, he just could not keep a straight face. And this is the stuff that is just so out of control. I'm going to make fun of it. I don't care. Call me transphobic all you want. That's not a trans person. That is a predator, weirdo, freak who's using the place that you all made self-ID. And anyone can be trans, and anyone can be a woman. And what is a woman? Now you have us all questioning what is a woman. We all know what a woman is, and that's not a woman, okay? I won't be surprised if that dude literally continues to dress like that in prison and says, I need to be transferred to the women prison. I would not doubt it. This is what the trans activists have created. And then you get sheriffs like him saying the real deal here, gnawing your arm. That's what we call, what did he say? Rolex ugly? He said so many great things. It's just crazy. So, not transphobic, but disgusting predators posing as women. Oh my God, it's so gross. He busted, I think, how many? 250 sex trafficking ring people. It's so gross, you guys. It's just gross. But we need to get these people, and good for that sheriff. I don't care if you like the sheriff or not. I don't care what. He just did a fentanyl bust. He's going at it. This dude is destroying it all. Okay, so the new sheriff is in town. So because of that, I want to bring you up this one because it really kind of plays into that.
This dad saw a man follow his daughter into the women's bathroom, and since the police did nothing, he took matters into his own hands.
I'm transgender, okay?
You're a man, dude.
I'm a trans woman.
You're not a trans woman. You're born a man. I do. What if my daughter was in there and you walk in there?
It don't matter.
It matters to me.
I am a female.
You are a man. My daughter goes into those bathrooms and no man needs to be in there. You understand me? You are a man. Start acting like a man.
Do something.
Act like a man.
Get it, Richie.
You got a man chest, you got man legs, you got a man face, you got man arms. So what? You don't belong in the women's bathroom.
Yeah.
Have a nice day, sir.
So, to all you out there who think this is transphobic, go jump off a bridge, okay? Because this is what I'm trying to show you. These disingenuous I'm a woman. I'm a trans. No, you're not. You're not a woman, okay? If anything, you are a cross-dresser, and I don't even think you're trans, in my opinion, okay? So this is, of course the dad's gonna do that. I mean, I think even I would, as a transsexual person, be like, excuse me, what are you doing? You're making everyone, I'm sure little kid is freaked out when they see Lilitino in the toilet. That's a Lilitino. And that's going to be the new code word for these cross-dresser dudes who are trying to use the whole space. That's a lily. That's going to be it. That's a lily. And saying that's a man, we should just say that's a lily. Oh my God. It's just so crazy, you guys. So then I have this, okay? And to the people who sent me these, thank you so much. This story was out there a long time ago, and I thought it would really connect and plug into this next to this story today that I'm talking about, or this episode, whatever you want to call it. And it really plugs into it because this is what's happening. There are men who have fetishes. Nothing wrong with a fetish at all. But keep it to yourself and keep it in a private adult-only space. But this person, I think, was around a while ago, but I guess they did a whole video on them. So I wanted to bring and talk to you about this because it really plays into what is happening here.
I'm a girl. I was never allowed to be a little girl. So I'm filling that tank of little girl experiences.
The biggest myths and stereotypes about transgender people is that we're freaks.
You've probably noticed there's a lot of people worried about their safety. Please subscribe below.
Hit the bell to get notification. Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Imagine a middle-aged Canadian mechanic living a normal life with a wife and 7 kids until one day he vanished. Not into thin air, but into a very different identity. This is the story of Stephanie Walsh, a 61-year-old man who ditched his family, declared himself a transgender 6-year-old girl, and became internet infamous for all the wrong reasons. Buckle up, because this rabbit hole is wild.
Buckle up. That's about right, because this rabbit hole, I mean, come on, man. Again, that's a fetish. Because I didn't get to be a 6-year-old little girl. I'm going to do it now as a full-on adult male, okay, who happens to be married. And that's a whole other, the trans widow stories are so just so sad to me on so many levels. That we should definitely get into. But you know what? Why are you doing this? Because we've opened the door. Self-ID. These dudes have some stuff going on with them that instead of just going to therapy and working it out, and maybe you need a cross-dress in your bedroom on the side and whatever, but did you ever like think about your family and other people that are going to be hurt from this? You're like 61 now doing this?
Come on in and see what we found.
So the internet's been buzzing about Stephanie Walsh for years, and this story is absolutely crazy. Paul Andrew Walsh was born in rural Ontario, 1963. Third child of a soybean farmer and a church organist mother. He spent weekends rebuilding engines and blasting classic rock from a battered truck. To everyone in town, he was that dependable farm kid who could fix anything with pliers and prayer. In private, he carried a memory he called the dress moment, slipping into his sister's Sunday outfit at age 6 and feeling a strange calm. He never spoke of it, burying the impulse under grease stains and horsepower. The older he grew, the deeper the secret rooted itself. By his mid-20s, Paul was a certified mechanic with a small garage beside the family barn. One church picnic introduced him to Maria, a soft-spoken education major who laughed at his corny jokes. 16 months later, they exchanged vows and moved into a modest bungalow near Toronto. Money was tight, but spirits were high. Maria started teaching elementary French, while Paul juggled tractor repairs and late-night call-outs. Over the next decade, they welcomed 7 children, snapping holiday photos that would later feel like relics of another universe. As diapers piled up, so did Paul's hidden wardrobe. When the kids fell asleep, he retreated to the basement, tried on pastel clothing, and practiced a lighter voice.
This is a fetish. This is not trans, okay? This person now is totally connecting themselves to trans. Just watch this. He had how many? 6 children, 7 children. This is the problem with when we don't acknowledge that people have these fetishes. Whether you or I like it, doesn't matter. If we don't have this conversation and let these people deal with their stuff, have a conversation about it, and not shame them about it, so that they can just get it out and not do what they're about to do here. They do this because, what you said earlier, there's some repressed memory, suppression of the fetish and that it's bad. There's a lot of layers here, people, okay? But I'm a believer of therapy, and I'm a believer that we need to talk about this in an environment where the person doesn't feel shamed, okay? But what this person is about to do, I personally do not believe is okay. And there's a reason why it's really layered here. But whoa, dude, you got married, had all these babies, were pretending that you were macho, having trucks and all this stuff. There's so many of these stories. It's crazy. And then always, it just doesn't go the other way. You don't see this with somebody like myself, female to male, getting married, having kids, doing this thing, and then all of a sudden, I just realized I'm a dude, or in the basement. I'm not in the basement putting man's clothes on and pretending or a boy's clothes. I didn't get to be a little boy. Like, you just don't see it from the other side. It's really, there's so much going on here. It's crazy.
He told himself it was harmless stress relief, something no one ever needed to know.
Yeah,
Maria
right.
eventually stumbled upon a forgotten box of wigs and dresses. She confronted Paul, and he admitted the habit but promised it remained just a phase. For a few years, she believed him, hoping the old clothes would gather dust and disappear. Instead, the secret life expanded. Paul began browsing trans forums and watching transition videos late at night. The basement sessions stretched from minutes to hours, and the marriage started to bend under the weight. Everything snapped in 2007 when Paul gathered the entire family in the living room. With no therapist present and no gentle warm-up, he declared he was transgender and would now answer to Stephanie.
There you go.
The elder teens stared in disbelief while the youngest reached for toy blocks, sensing tension but not the reason. Maria cried and asked for time to adjust. Paul said the change was immediate and non-negotiable. He then showed YouTube clips of other transitions, insisting the family should simply get on board.
literally what I just told you. See, now it's all about him. It's all about him and his transition. Everyone else can go jump off a bridge, even the children. Okay, wait, I'm just going to show you something right now. What happened? This is what I find it just horrifying and disgusting. And he became transgender. What happened to, I just want to be a 6-year-old little girl, and it's a fetish. It's not transgender. It didn't even really go to therapy. Just decided off the online forums that I'm trans and y'all can get out of my way if you don't like it. Okay, but watch this.
Each child wrote private letters that leaked online years later. One said, "I feel kinda weird that you wear dresses. You kinda wear dresses only when nobody around."
Wow.
While another child named Peter felt embarrassed from his ex. "Dear Dad, I feel it is highly embarrassing to see you walk around like that. But if you really want, it will be okay." Paul kept the letters, yet moved forward unchanged.
Yeah,
Maria pleaded for counseling and a gradual household plan. Paul rejected both, filed legal name change papers, and moved into a friend's basement when Maria refused his terms. Divorce filings soon followed, and they were anything but tidy. Court documents revealed disputes over missing mechanic tools, alleged driveway threats, and a restraining order requested by 2 daughters who feared for their mother's safety. A judge barred unsupervised contact, leaving Paul isolated from the children he once rocked to sleep. He counterclaimed Maria had poisoned the kids, but the order stuck. Paul rebranded himself as Stephanie on Facebook, choosing a whimsical spelling he said felt youthful. An evangelical outreach group invited Stephanie to march in a pride parade, and a television camera caught the sight of a grown adult dressed as a small child waving a rainbow wand.
And now Stephanie, are going to be marching in parades. You see, now the attention is coming, and now a television show, and now all of the just abandoned the family, the children, and became this little girl, and the TV, all these people, ooh, you're trans, and start lifting you up. It's feeding the ego, okay? Feeding the ego.
30 seconds of footage exploded across the internet. That clip transformed Stephanie into an overnight spectacle.
There you go.
Viewers either defended a brave trans story or blasted it as society in free fall. Comment threads filled with more heat than context, and Stephanie leaned into the attention. "This is not what embrace your inner child means. I'm a grown woman, and I wouldn't feel comfortable in the same building as him." OMG, when Stephanie describes her sexual experiences, I was extremely creeped out. Speaking really close to the mic and talking about having an erection. I could have gone my entire life without hearing that.
There you go. Oh my God, there you go. Talking about that. What? Like, that is a fetish. Like, people, I'm going to keep saying it. Everything I've been showing you is a fetish, or these people are full of it and they need attention, or something else. None of this is trans. And I'm telling you, in my opinion, it's not trans. It's a fetish. And now this person is being revered by the trans community, which has lost its mind, and putting people like this on the pedestal so that they can continue to pretend and destroy everything for people who actually need the medication, who are actually gender dysphoric, who need to move forward in the world. It's so upsetting. It's just any group that any of you are in, just imagine if you had somebody in it who was doing something that was making your group of people look like insane fools. And you're like, but that's not us. But if they're getting the highest amount of attention, that's what's happening here.
Within weeks, she launched a YouTube channel called Stephanie's Playroom. Videos featuring coloring books, fast food outings, and a stuffed bear named Strawberry buckled into a booster seat. Donation links sat below every upload, promising viewers they could help keep the playroom open. The channel took off, but so did the background noise.
Wait, I don't understand YouTube sometimes. How are you letting somebody like that actually have a channel? Oh, you guys. I'm not playing anymore. I don't even know if you want me to put the link. It's not even worth watching. The story is horrifying. I just wanted you to see the first part of it where they literally abandoned their family. See you later. Now they got a YouTube channel with links, and yay, you can support my fetish, my weirdo-ness, because yeah, I'm trans. And then the stupid trans community goes right along with it. You deserve everything you're getting by highlighting these freaks. So the last one I have here, every time I show these, I just feel dirtier and dirtier. Like I just want to go and I need a vacation.
I was attacked using the female lavatory facilities in Portcullis House when attending a session of the Women and Equalities Select Committee. I'm Robin White. I'm barrister in independent practice. And on the 11th of June, I had attended a session of the Women and Equalities Select Committee. And at the end of that session, I needed to use the lavatory. I checked with the parliamentary staff whether it was appropriate for a trans woman to use the female facilities. They said it was. And yet, in using them, I was attacked by Kate Harris of the LGB Alliance, head of the Women's Rights Network, who loudly and unpleasantly objected outside the facilities to my using them, carried on doing that when I went inside to the point where they could be heard through the door, which put me in a very humiliating and frightening situation. It left me white, shaking, really concerned about how welcome I was on the parliamentary estate. This is the first time ever that I've ever been attacked for just going about my normal business.
Oh, so good. Oh, how's it feel? How's it feel to be a woman? Okay, women get attacked every day. Plus, let me just remind you there, Robin, that you trans people were like dancing around in the women's toilet, literally making all women feel so uncomfortable. But do you care about, it's all about you and your feelings now. Oh, it's so, first time I've ever had, it's the first time, because guess why? Okay, men don't get attacked like that. Women do. Okay, and when you're pretending that you look like a woman, because you don't, in my opinion, okay, and you just go in. I thought they passed a law in the UK. I thought there's a law, and aren't you in the law space? You should know better then. You should not even be touching the woman's space. You don't look like a woman. You're not a woman, and you should be using the middle bathroom, because you should be making one of those. What is it called? I don't even know. The family bathroom. So why are you even doing that? You're doing it to do this little video here, because you all need attention, just like the one before and the one before and the one before. You all need attention. It's the most bizarre. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. What am I talking about? It's not bizarre. It's complete ego. Okay. And like, you're like so all about you. And we see it. We all see it. Transsexuals see it. We're tired of it. Just stop it. Okay. You can want to be a woman all you want, but you'll never be one. Okay. Period. It's so like simple. Act respectful towards women. Don't go in the women's bathroom. And Kate Harris isn't going to be mad at you. And maybe you guys should stop attacking women and calling them TERFs and all kinds of stuff, because they're saying to you, stay out of our space. Respect women, you'll get respect back. It's real simple, okay? So that's it, everybody. I'm just so, I wanted to bring you this because that first video is so genius. That sheriff is like so good. So with that, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. And thanks so much again for liking and subscribing and helping the channel grow. It really means a lot to me. And thanks for sending me all these great videos to react to. Okay, so soon, hopefully, this will all be end. Okay, so have a great rest of your day.